What's going on, guys? Krubadoop here. Welcome back to Destiny. In this video, we're going to be talking about being a low light level Guardian and participating in this week's Iron Banner. As most of you know, the Iron Banner is back for the first time since Rise of Iron has released, and there are a bunch of Guardians at around 360 to 370 light that are being matched up with others that are about 380 and above. So this video is going to be tips for those Guardians at 360 to 370 light that are getting wrecked and want to figure out how to make their experience a little more enjoyable. So tip number one, which might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised, it's not very obvious. Tip number one is stick with your team. You're not going to want to get caught out alone in Supremacy, especially in the Iron Banner, when you can be melted by light level 380 characters, or opponents. Not characters, they're people. So yeah, you don't want to be feeding the other team crests, and if you're caught out alone, that's what you're going to be doing. So stick with your team. Try not to be the first person through doorways. Try to be the assist master. So tip number two, focus on the objective, because when you're fighting higher level Guardians, you're not going to be able to kill them most of the time. You're going to end up dead. So instead of focusing on being the slayer of the team, focus on being the janitor for the slayer of the team. Focus on picking up the enemy crests and focus on picking up your fallen comrades' crests. That way you'll be getting points on the board for your team, and you hopefully won't be feeding the enemy team too many crests. Third, your loadout really does matter, especially when trying to finish the bounties for this week. One bounty in particular requires you to use your Guardian's abilities to get kills. So definitely be using an offensive loadout. So for Hunter, for example, which is what I've been using in this Iron Banner, I started off using the Night Stalker, but you don't really get very many super kills as the Night Stalker most of the time. So I switched over to the Gunslinger and had a lot more success, ended up finishing the bounty much faster than I otherwise would have. And it was just a better decision. So use a Blade Dancer if you have that loadout fully maxed, or use a Golden Gun. That's what I would suggest. Other than that, definitely be using a shotgun, be using a longer range weapon like a pulse rifle or a scout rifle. You don't want to be the person rushing, but at the same time you also want to be able to defend yourself if you're being rushed. So definitely be on the lookout for your Guardians on the radar, be doing all the normal things you would do in a Crucible match, but try to just be that team player as a low light Guardian. You're not going to be the star of the show, and I guess the last tip of this video would be to accept that it's not going to be fun. Every game is not going to go your way at all. There are going to be plenty of games that you are dropped into where your team is already down by 50 points and you're just going to have to accept it. But don't quit those games, because you will get Iron Medallions for your participation, which then when you finally do win a game, those will be redeemed for experience and rank. So definitely go in with an open mind. Don't get frustrated easily. Try to just take every death with a grain of salt, because honestly, you're already at a disadvantage and you just need to accept that. Anyways, my name is Krubadoop. I hope you guys have a good time. Try to get to rank 5. It's part of the Moments of Triumph, and you do get some pretty great rewards that will boost your light, so I definitely recommend playing the Iron Banner this week. But try to make it fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed the commentary and video. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any other tips that you would like to share with other Guardians that may come across this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.